Imagine a place where the driest desert in the world meets the longest coastline in South America, and where ancient Moai statues coexist with modern nude sunbathers. This is Chile, a land of contrasts where tradition and freedom collide in unexpected ways. Are you ready to uncover the naked truth about this fascinating country? As Chile grappled with preserving tradition and embracing progress, a quiet rebellion was brewing on its shores. Imagine a place where the act of undressing became a powerful statement against societal norms. How did a simple beach transform into a symbol of resistance that would shape Chile's cultural landscape for decades to come? The 1960s in Chile were a time of significant social and political upheaval. The country was experiencing rapid urbanization, economic challenges, and growing political tensions. Against this backdrop of change, a small stretch of sand known as Playa Luna was about to become the unlikely focal point of a cultural revolution. Nestled along Chile's expansive coastline, Playa Luna was initially just another beautiful, secluded beach. However, its isolation and natural beauty soon attracted a different kind of visitor. These weren't your typical beachgoers looking for a day of sun and surf. Instead, they were individuals seeking a place where they could express themselves freely, away from the prying eyes of a conservative society. Word of this unique beach spread quietly at first, passed from friend to friend in hushed tones. Playa Luna began to attract those who were drawn to the idea of nudism, a concept that was radical and deeply controversial in 1960s Chile. For these early visitors, removing their clothes wasn't just about getting an even tan. It was a bold statement of personal freedom and a direct challenge to the rigid social norms of the time. As you might expect, the initial reception to Playa Luna was mixed, to say the least. Some Chileans embraced the beach's liberating spirit, seeing it as a breath of fresh air in a society they felt was too constrained by tradition. For them, Playa Luna represented a chance to reconnect with nature and their own bodies, free from the judgments and expectations of everyday life. However, not everyone was thrilled about Chile's first nude beach. Many viewed Playa Luna as a threat to traditional values, a dangerous sign of moral decay creeping into their society. Conservative groups and religious leaders spoke out against the beach, calling for its closure and the punishment of those who dared to visit it. Despite the controversy, or perhaps because of it, Playa Luna's popularity continued to grow. What started as a small group of free-spirited individuals soon became a movement. The beach became a gathering place for artists, intellectuals, and anyone who felt stifled by the conservative norms of Chilean society. As the 1960s progressed, Playa Luna evolved into something much more than just a place to sunbathe in the nude. It became a symbol of resistance against conservative values, representing a broader cultural shift towards acceptance and individuality in Chile. The beach's very existence challenged people to question their assumptions about morality, freedom, and the human body. For many Chileans, especially the younger generation, Playa Luna represented hope for a more open and accepting society. It was a physical manifestation of the changes they wanted to see in their country. A place where people could be themselves without fear of judgment or reprisal. The winds of change that swept through Chile in the 1970s brought more than just political turmoil. For Playa Luna, it marked the beginning of a battle for survival. How did this small stretch of sand become a symbol of resilience during Chile's darkest days? As Chile entered a period of intense political and social upheaval, Playa Luna found itself caught in the crossfire. The 1970s to 1990s were tumultuous years for the country, marked by the rise of Augusto Pinochet's dictatorship and the subsequent struggle for democracy. During this time, the beach that had become a symbol of personal freedom faced its greatest challenge yet. Imagine a place that had flourished as a haven of self-expression suddenly under threat of closure. The authoritarian regime viewed Playa Luna with suspicion, seeing it as a potential hotbed of dissent and nonconformity. The beach's very existence challenged the strict social controls the dictatorship sought to impose on Chilean society. But Playa Luna wasn't about to disappear without a fight. The community that had grown around this unique cultural space rallied to protect it. Visitors and supporters of the beach found creative ways to keep it alive, often at great personal risk. They organized discreet gatherings, spread information through underground networks, and maintained the beach's spirit of freedom even as the outside world grew more oppressive. This resilience in the face of adversity wasn't just about preserving a place to sunbathe. For many Chileans, Playa Luna represented something much more profound. It was a reminder of the freedoms they had lost and a symbol of hope for a more open future. In a time when expressing oneself freely could lead to dire consequences, the simple act of visiting Playa Luna became an act of quiet rebellion. The beach's survival during these challenging years mirrored Chile's broader journey towards democracy and freedom. Just as the country struggled to throw off the shackles of dictatorship, Playa Luna fought to maintain its identity as a space of personal liberty and self-expression. The community's efforts to protect the beach reflected the wider resistance movement that was slowly but surely working to restore democracy to Chile. As the political climate in Chile began to shift, so did the fortunes of Playa Luna. The return to democracy in the 1990s brought new hope for the beach and its supporters. With the easing of social restrictions, Playa Luna could once again openly embrace its role as a unique cultural space in Chile's diverse landscape. The story of Playa Luna during these turbulent decades is more than just a tale of a nude beach surviving against the odds. It's a testament to the power of community and the enduring human desire for freedom. The beach became a living symbol of resistance, demonstrating how cultural spaces can thrive even in the face of oppression. Welcome to modern-day Playa Luna, where the sands of time have transformed a once controversial strip of beach into a celebrated cultural landmark. As Chile steps into a new era, Playa Luna's role has evolved in unexpected ways. How did this transformation occur, and what does it reveal about Chile's changing national identity? Today, Playa Luna is more than just a beach. It's a vibrant tapestry of Chilean culture, where locals and tourists alike come to experience freedom in its purest form. The atmosphere is relaxed and accepting, with visitors of all ages and backgrounds enjoying the sun, sea, and sand without the constraints of clothing. But what makes Playa Luna truly special is its place in Chile's broader cultural landscape. Surprisingly, this nude beach shares a connection with one of Chile's most beloved traditions, the cueca dance. Both represent different facets of Chilean identity, embodying the country's journey from conservatism to a more open and expressive society. The cueca, Chile's national dance, is a lively partner dance that tells the story of courtship between a rooster and a hen. It's a celebration of Chilean pride and cultural expression. Much like Playa Luna has become a symbol of personal freedom and body positivity. These seemingly unrelated cultural elements both contribute to Chile's rich tapestry of traditions and progressive ideals. Playa Luna's evolution reflects changing attitudes towards body positivity and personal freedom, not just in Chile, but around the world. As society becomes more accepting of diverse body types and expressions of individuality, places like Playa Luna serve as important spaces for fostering this acceptance. The beach has become a haven for those seeking to embrace their bodies without judgment or shame. Visitors often report feeling a sense of liberation and self-acceptance that they carry with them long after they leave the shore. This shift in perspective is slowly permeating Chilean society at large, challenging long-held notions about modesty and self-expression. What's particularly fascinating is how Playa Luna has transitioned from a controversial spot to a celebrated part of Chile's diverse cultural offerings. Local authorities now recognize the beach's value, both as a tourist attraction and as a symbol of Chile's progressive spirit. This official acceptance marks a significant departure from the beach's tumultuous past and speaks volumes about Chile's journey towards greater openness and inclusivity. The story of Playa Luna is inextricably linked to Chile's own journey as a nation. Just as the country has navigated the delicate balance between preserving tradition and embracing progress, Playa Luna has evolved from a hidden rebellion to a mainstream attraction. It stands as a testament to Chile's ability to adapt and grow while still honoring its cultural roots. This balance is evident in the way Playa Luna coexists with other Chilean traditions. Visitors to the beach might enjoy a traditional Chilean asado, barbecue, on the shore, or take part in a game of palin, a traditional Mapuche sport. These juxtapositions of old and new, traditional and progressive, create a unique cultural experience that is distinctly Chilean. The acceptance of Playa Luna also reflects broader societal changes in Chile. The country has made significant strides in recent years towards greater equality and personal freedoms. From legalizing same-sex marriage to increasing gender equality in politics, Chile is increasingly positioning itself as a progressive leader in South America. Playa Luna's journey from controversy to celebration mirrors these larger social shifts.